You know, we're so lucky to live in one of the most gorgeous areas around. And I'm talking Savannah, the Coastal Empire, and Low Country. And if you're in the market for a home, buying a new home, especially when it comes to gorgeous waterfront properties, you know, no matter if you live here or you're coming in from somewhere else, you don't have to look afar. You can look right here in our area because we have some of the most gorgeous properties at our fingertips. And that's exactly what we're talking about today with one of my good friends, Lizas DiMarco of Corbett Thomas Realty. Hi, Lisa, it's great to see you.
Hi, good to see you, Natalie.
You know, I love that we live in such a gorgeous area. And you know, you get to go in and out of these homes all the time. You must love it.
It's pretty remarkable. In fact, it's something I hadn't known existed before I moved to Savannah. I thought of Savannah as a historic town, which most people think of the historic downtown Savannah area or the beach at Tybee, but there was a whole world open up to me when I started working in real estate here and visiting homes like this one right on the Wilmington River. It's glorious. We have glorious waterfront of all kinds here.
And you know, I love that you say that because let me tell you, now a lot of viewers watching right now, and this gal, she's been all over. I mean, so you really have seen some of the most gorgeous properties, not only in our area, but all over the country. And you're telling me that we have some of the most gorgeous right here at our fingertips.
That's true. And you know, Natalie, what people experience in different places is usually a finite possibility. So when I was in Long Island, there was a North Shore and South Shore, and then you have some little lakes in there, but not a lot. You know, so mainly you're on a sound or the ocean. On the West Coast, when I was in Santa Barbara or LA, you got mountains and you got ocean. But here we have, of course, ocean, but we also have the beautiful intercoastal, like what's behind us, or we have marshlands, little rivers, and just you could have any kind of water you want here, which is really interesting, and they all have their beauty and their attributes, and that's what I find just fascinating and fun and exciting.
Well, and you're so passionate about it too. And you know, you're absolutely right because there are different types of waterfront properties. And you know, many people think that when you say waterfront, you just are thinking about the ocean or the beach. But you know, here you're absolutely right. You have the intercoastal waterway. I mean, not to mention, you know, some of the other water areas that you have, and the beautiful marsh views where you get a hint of that water that sometimes are the most gorgeous views as well.
That's very true, and I have them all. I have little water, big water, marsh views. I even have dry marsh views. And at any point in the day, it's totally different. If it's raining, it's one thing. If it's sunshine, it's another. They just don't ever stay static, and that's really intriguing and fascinating to me. So yes, we do have it all here.
You are very passionate about this business, and you get to know not only the property that you list, but you really get to know the clients as well. And basically, that's why you specialize in this type of property. What goes into getting those properties prepared and getting them ready to sell?
When I show up at somebody's doorstep and I am hired, then I look at the property for its potential. A lot of times people overlook that they've been living there for so long, things need to be changed up a bit so that people can see the true attributes of their house. So I go in and I do that. I give them a clear-cut plan for how to achieve this, how to get their house ready for the marketplace. And once we do that, and I'm in no rush to get it to the market, I work with them hand in hand, getting it ready. If they don't have the skills or the time to do it, we can hire people out. I know all the best people. When it's ready, then I get the photographer in. And we spend hours to get the right shots at the right time of day and even come back to reshoot if we need to. I employ drones and I employ video, whatever it takes to make that house shine, because that is very important these days with so much internet access.
Now let's talk about the inside of some of these homes, because you know, a lot of folks come into the area looking for second homes right here in this area. And a lot of folks, you know, just want to build homes and live in this area. But let's characterize some of the inner workings of some of this waterfront property. Give me some examples of some things that you see in some of these beautiful properties.
Well, depends on the waterfront, but my larger waterfront always has beautiful kitchens. There's always a wonderful open kitchen area. The waterfront always has beautiful masters, and that's really fun. So the master usually walks out onto an outdoor feature, such as where we're sitting today. We also have a pool incorporated, and if it's big water like this, usually the homeowner has a boat, a dock. I would say the biggest features would be glorious master. The kitchen area is primary. The outdoor area, you know, people like to live the indoor-outdoor life here. And of course, any type of landscape, the beautiful yards that lead out to the water. All of it's really fun.
And many times, a lot of these homes are a bit older, and they even have mother-in-law suites and things of that nature as well. And if you want the folks who can specialize or who specialize in this specific thing, let me tell you, you definitely want to call on the folks at Corbett Thomas Realty. And I'll tell you, Liza DiMarco knows this area and she knows waterfront. And what does someone need to do if they're interested in finding out more about the properties that you have, and specifically the waterfront properties?
Well, they can call me directly, they can email me, text me, send me a Facebook message.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? Thank goodness we have social media now.
I know, it's great. I'd be happy to show you what's out there. Also, I do a lot of video.
Well, Liza, I want to say thank you for inviting us in and sharing the philosophy of Corbett Thomas Realty, and then also sharing with us some of the fabulous locations and giving us a taste of the waterfront properties that you represent.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for joining me today.
It's
Life
gorgeous.
is good.
It's gorgeous. I just want to take the rest of the day and just enjoy myself out here. All we need is maybe a sweet tea or a glass of wine, and we'd be just fine. Lisa, it's always great to see
So
you.
nice to see you too.
If you'd like more information on Liza DiMarco or Corbett Thomas Realty, or you want to take a look or find out more information on some of the properties that they have, believe me, all you have to do is go to the information that you see right there on your screen.